Hello and welcome to GreenHerb-Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream I am back once again playing the beta of Resident Evil Project Resistance, and as the title of this live stream says, I fecking love Mastermind. So sit back, relax, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. This is a closed beta. Not everybody has access to this closed beta, so not everyone is playing this game. So that means that it's going to be quite difficult to find other players online. So just bear that in mind when you watch this live stream. I have been playing quite a lot of Resident Evil Project Resistance, and I have been playing exclusively Mastermind mode, and it is just the ever. I love it. So yeah, you can see it takes quite a while to find other players online. But once again, that is because of the fact that it is a closed beta. So that really limits the number of people who can play this game. It limits the amount of people who can get access to this game, meaning I have to wait quite a long time to find a game online. And that also means that it's quite stressful and annoying for my viewers. My viewers don't want to be sitting down watching nothing for like 20 minutes. So again, this is expected from a closed beta, because there's two types of betas. There's an open beta, which is available to everyone. With open betas, a lot of the time you just have to maybe pre-order a game or just sign up to the beta, and that's how people get access to an open beta. It's available to everyone, meaning that the number of people who can get access to the game is quite high. Whereas a closed beta, well, a closed beta is only available to a select number of gamers. In Resident Evil Project Resistance case, the closed beta was only available to Resident Evil ambassadors, and they had to sign up to the closed beta, and then they had to be selected. So even among Resident Evil ambassadors, it was still a selective process. I was lucky enough to be selected to get a beta code. So yeah, there is a difference between an open beta and a closed beta. So you can see now it's been 3.5 minutes and we still haven't found a match. There we go, match found. It only took almost 5 minutes, but we got there in the end. So there's only one Mastermind available in the beta. That would be Daniel. Default mode. I'm not going to access broadcast mode because I'm doing a live stream and it's quite confusing because you're basically in the live chat at the same time. That's quite complicated. The only map available in the beta is Downtown Raccoon City. You can choose presets for each area. I don't really care about that. And these are like your skills and abilities. I love the fact that you can take control of the bioweapons, including Mr. X. So I go along with bioweapon time. And here we go. So I'm going to talk you through what Mastermind is all about. I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing. I think that everybody who plays Mastermind is going to have their own strategy. My strategy is I try to be one step ahead of the survivors. The survivors have objectives. Right now their objective is to basically get into this room. This door here.
Let us see if you will walk away.
So I start off by locking the door.
Or not.
Place a zombie dog by the entrance to the dog. Maybe a crawling zombie. And access a machine gun. So you can see that the survivors are already taking damage from me. But I've been hacked by one of the survivors. I've noticed that the more people have played this beta, the better they're getting. It's really interesting. The more they're playing it, they're getting used to it. So I've just locked this door now. I'll place a liquor. So you can see I'm placing liquors and locking doors. Also place a landmine here, just why not, for the sake of it. I'll place it up here a little bit. There's a key in here. The survivor here is going to attempt to get that key.
And cool friends for you.
Door is locked, biatch. You can also take control of the zombie, but he just took some explosive damage.
If that were something you needed,
yummy.
You think I would tell you? Is it a lock? Could be.
Damn it.
Oui, that could be a key.
The hell? Okay, they've got all the keys and now woo!
Still
get out of here. You're gonna get out of here.
Oui.
Oh, I've been hacked.
Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand. Oui?
So they're trying to escape through this door here, and I'm trying to prevent them from doing that. So they made it through the first area. Very good survivors. Yeah, but I really have noticed that the people are getting better at this game now because they played a lot of it. Alright, so I was talking earlier about being one step ahead of the players. The players need to get to this area here. They need to take out the security guard. So I'm going to lock the door, which what this basically does is it just reduces the time that it takes for them to get in here, because it's all about time. They have over 8 minutes to escape.
This
so I'm
is
going to place a zombie dog,
General Munchie.
a leg trap, and once they come in, maybe I'll put another landmine here. Once they come in, I will use my machine gun. So yeah, it's all about being one step ahead. Oh,
interesting.
I've noticed a lot of hackers lately.
Ineffective in the long run.
Oh god. I'm just gonna wait for it to be. Oh, they've got one, I think. Oh, yeah.
Almost too easy for you. I will make this harder if you like. We take a security card, and you can go and see what I have prepared for you next.
Did they kill me already? Damn it. Falling zombie. So, oh, he's going to activate this. I guess we'll be trying to prevent them from doing that.
It's just to do things yourself. You understand me. Oui.
Don't like falling zombies too much. Damn it.
Everyone feeling better?
Stick with me, kid. Yeah, I don't know what would happen if you weren't there.
Not today, Valerie.
You know I have other cameras, oui?
God almighty. Well, I still haven't figured out how to activate this, what I have, okay. So where are they going next?
Let's have a closer look.
Where are they going? She's going in here. Mr. X.
Excitement, entertainment, a high risk of dismemberment.
in.
Please say bonjour to our guest star.
I'm gonna have to come in here to activate
Mr.
this. Fuck, I'm gonna come to them. Come in. Oh, fuck you, bitch. Not today, Valerie. Let's do what? Die. Who's next?
This is life. We run and we die. You did not choose this chaos, but at least you saw it before your end.
Alright, so you can only use Mr. X for a short period of time. Oh shit. He's activated the second one. Okay.
Would you like to explain how the fuck you have done this? Look at you all, you had no chance. Did we give you the right fucking virus? What the hell?
The hell? His wife. Oh fuck. Oh my god.
You know we set this up to tease you, do you not?
Bastard.
We never really expected you to get it. Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You
Exactly.
understand me?
Oof. Motherfuckers. You're escaping. Ah! Bastards. Alright, going down to the third area now. They're done good. They're done good. Too good.
Très bon. This day is more interesting than I expected.
Right. So.
This is the deadening.
So right now the survivors have to take out the biocores.
This is a zombie. A dangerous one. More fun and cool friends for you.
Okay, so once the survivors show up, I'm going to use my machine guns. Because some surprises waiting for you when you start going on that lift.
Be so kind as to wait there. I have a present that will go straight to your heart.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You know I have other cameras, oui?
Fuckers.
This one I call the dripster. Because bits are dripping. Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand me. Oui?
Why are they going down? They're supposed to be attacking this. Idiots.
A fittingly brutal weapon for a brutal game.
I am concentrating so much, so my apologies if I'm a little bit quiet in this stream. I'm in Mr. X mode right now. Come on, don't be scared. Oh, she's clever. Oh, she's a clever bitch, isn't she? I'm fucking angry now.
Okay. I do not count the deaths anymore. But then, I never did. You know we set this up to tease you, do you not? We never really expected you to get it.
Alright. Okay.
This is General Munchie. How wow. Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand me. Oui?
Damn. Fuck.
This is General Munchie. How wow. Interesting. Mais ineffective in the long run. Halfway, still so far to go. This is a zombie, a dangerous one. Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand. Oui?
Oh god.
You know we set this up to tease you, do you not? We never really expected you to get it.
What the fuck?
This is the detonator. Dun dun!
Out of ammo, you say?
Excitement, entertainment, a high risk of dismemberment. Please say bonjour to our guest star, Mr. X. Are you okay? No, you are not. This is life. We run and we die. You did not choose this chaos, but at least you saw it before your end.
Oh, she's shooting the fucking thing.
A little party in there? Oui.
Oh no.
Woohoo.
Okay.
Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand me? Oui? You know we set this up to tease you, do you not? We never really expected you to get it.
Oh, you bitch.
You know I have other cameras, oui? Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand me? Oui? This one I call, is this the best you can do?
I need Mr. X so badly right now.
You see the things you have forced me to do? No matter. The stain of your blood will be joined by many more.
It ain't over until Mr. X sings.
Dr. Wesker's virus clearly did nothing for you if this is how slow you are.
This is why I love Mastermind. It comes down to the last wire. They were doing so good, I don't know what they were doing. In the end, maybe they just gave up. Wait, what? 3 people escaped. But I won. I didn't realise that 3... So basically that poor guy got left behind, okay. I'll take an A. I'll take an A. I didn't even realise the other 3 escaped. Poor guy. I still wonder. That's all that matters. yeah, I love this game so much. Sorry I'm a bit quiet there. I was concentrating so much on winning. But I'll be doing plenty of talking here now while I wait for the game. But as you saw, it does take quite a while to find players online. So you saw there what my strategy is. I go to where the survivors are trying to go, so I'm kind of there waiting for them basically, instead of trying to be right there where the survivors are at all times, because you can't do that, because they're just going to keep running, and if you place a zombie right beside them, they're just going to take care of the zombie and kill them and run away. So you can't always be where the survivors are, but the survivors have objectives just like you have objectives. Like basically your objective is to prevent the survivors from escaping. That's your ultimate objective. So if they're trying to do something to escape, so if they're trying to look for a key to get to the next room, you have to prevent them from doing that. So what I do is I go to the room where the keys are and might lock the door. Now the reason I lock the door is because basically it gives me more time, basically, because they need to open the door. Now other players online might like to just lock the characters into the room because it's fun to do that, but that's not what I do the whole time. I lock the doors where they need to be because again it gives me more time, and I also turn off the lights just to confuse them a little bit, and I have a ton of monsters waiting for them behind that door. So yeah, my strategy is to be one step ahead of the survivors. Have a welcome party waiting for them when they arrive at their destination, their final destination. I can't believe how 3 survivors escaped. That is left the other guy behind. So the only way that I'm gonna lose if all 4 survivors escape. That's pretty cool. What I really like about this game is how it actually incorporates Alex Wesker. Now it's it is a little bit disappointing that poor Alex Wesker only made it to a spin-off. She should have her own game. I remember the build-up to Resident Evil 7. I was really hoping that Alex Wesker would be the main villain in that game. So I'm happy that she's referenced, but it's unfortunate that it's in a spin-off. Alex Wesker is basically the only surviving member of the Wesker Children project. She is Wesker's sister, basically, not biological sister, of course, but you know, Wesker and Albert Wesker and Alex Wesker were part of the Wesker Children project. Oswald Spencer was the lead on that project, and as you know from Resident Evil Revelations 2, she was working on a very interesting virus, a virus that reacted to fear and trauma, and the more scared you were, the higher the infection would be. So that virus is actually used in Project Resistance, and what I find interesting about that is the events of Revelations 2 take place years after the events of the Raccoon City incident. So she was experimenting on this virus for a very long time. Almost as long as it takes for me to find a match. It won't be like this in the full version, because the full version comes out, it's going to be widely available. a closed beta is not widely available. Like, you know, talking like very little numbers compared to the numbers you get for a full release game. And plus, I've been looking at a lot of negativity thrown towards this game. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I just don't understand the negativity from hardcore Resident Evil fans. Saying stuff like, oh, it's time for Resident Evil 8, it's time for Resident Evil 3. And I'm just sitting here waiting for GTA 6, thinking, you lucky sons of bitches. Like, but I just, come on, like, I mean, we've gotten plenty of Resident Evil games. Plenty. I like Project Resistance. I'm happy enough for Project Resistance. I just want to say a very delayed hello to my viewer as well, sorry. I'm only getting around to saying hello to you. I'm terrible. So, hello viewer, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're enjoying it so far. I wonder did that survivor just give up? Was he away from the keyboard? John Wilson. I didn't get a code. How do I sign up? Right away. First of all, hello to you, John Wilson. You're very welcome to this live stream. You're welcome to GreenHerb-Gaming. It is great to have you, and I appreciate the fact that you took the time to check out my YouTube channel. And I always do this with new viewers, John. I am going to subscribe to your YouTube channel. That is my way of thanking you for your support. So I have subscribed to your YouTube channel, John. Okay, so how it works, John, is this is a closed beta, and it was only available to members of the Resident Evil Ambassadors program. So those members then had to sign up to the closed beta, and Capcom would then select members to take part in the closed beta. So unfortunately, this is not an open beta, so it isn't available to everybody. So that's how I got my code. Match found. So yeah, I am a Resident Evil ambassador, and I signed up to the closed beta for Project Resistance, and Capcom emailed me a beta code, so that's how I was able to play the closed beta. So if I had a code to give, I would 100% give that code to you, John, but unfortunately I do not have a code. So yeah, the Project Resistance beta is only available to, it's closed beta, and it's only available to Resident Evil ambassadors who signed up to the closed beta and who were selected by Capcom to take part in that closed beta. So I hope my overly complicated explanation has helped. Okay, this time no survivor is getting out. But I'm noticing that the players are getting a lot better, because obviously, like, this is everybody's first time playing the game, so nobody has played this game before. So I think over time they've realised, oh, I can hack. It's fine, thanks, man. I will watch more of your videos soon. Thank you so much, John. You know, I appreciate the fact that you took the time out to check out my YouTube channel. You could be doing anything else right now.
I have seen revolution,
and you chose GreenHerb-Gaming, and I
poverty,
appreciate
and
that
riches.
so much.
But today, I see something new.
I've got a very basic
There
strategy.
is
I just
always
pretty
a
much,
higher madness that
I
can
just
be
pretty much
found.
do the same thing over and over
If
again.
only we look. Let us look together, okay?
I've been hacked already.
Okay.
I've been hacked already. That is insanity. Oh my god. Already. Yeah, these players are getting a lot better than they were when I first started. Oh my god.
Interesting. Oui, that could be a key.
Is a key? Oh my god, what the hell? Can't turn off the lights, huh? Oh my god. Okay, I've never been hacked.
That was something you needed.
So
Do you
much.
think I would tell you? This is General Munchie. How? Oui, that could be a key.
Right, did I have the keys? Shotgun.
I confess, I did not expect to be so successful so soon.
I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna let him leave.
This is the deadening. Dun dun! This is a zombie. A dangerous one.
Yeah, watch this. Boom. Oh, they made it out. Players are getting too good for my liking now.
Fate has more cards to turn for you yet?
They definitely do. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm sticking to the strategy that I always do. So always stick to what brought you to the dance, as they say. You know, John Cena has a couple of wrestling moves, and he's one of the greatest superstars in the world. So, you know.
This is the deadening. Dun dun! This is General Munchie. How?
General Munchie.
I have orders to fuck up your life. This definitely fits.
What's he doing?
Almost too easy for you. I will make this harder if you like it. Take a security card, and you can go and see what I have prepared for you next.
Let's check doors. Okay. Damn it.
Meet the biter. It likes biting, you see. Excitement, entertainment, a high risk of dismemberment. Please say bonjour to our guest star, Mr. X. This is life. We run and we die. You did not choose this chaos, but at least you saw it before your eyes. Are you okay? No. You are not.
I get so into this game. I don't even talk about it. Okay, let's go to the next area. Is area here.
This one I call the dripster. Because bits are dripping. Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand. Oui?
Oh, that was close.
Be so kind as to wait there. I have a present that will go straight to your heart. Why are you still in this place? Don't you have somewhere else to go? Do you not want to escape?
Those last stitches.
This one I call the mold machine. These things, no? This really is not a very efficient way of ending your life. But orders are orders.
Oh.
Hey, that's Phil. When did they die? So many of you left. No food for the undead in this area. We kept them hungry for you, in case you got this far.
Ah, they made it to the next area. Don't have much time though, that's the thing. Right.
You should give up now. The next challenge I would not wish upon you. This is the deadening. Dun dun! A fittingly brutal weapon for a brutal game.
Bastard. You're wasting time, lads. You're wasting time. Got 3 cores to destroy.
Good fucking luck, my friend.
Oh shit, we got one. Motherfucker.
more fun and cool friends for you. This is the deadening. Dun dun! You know we set this up to tease you, do you not? We never really expected you to get it. Très amusant.
Oh.
What other parlor tricks do you know?
Fuck. Why is...
Smash it up, burn it down.
Time is running out for you, my friends.
Oof, that was close. Yeah, what I'm really noticing and what I really find interesting is players around the world who are playing this are getting better, they're getting used to the game, they're getting used to how... I think my luck is going to run out eventually. And I'm going to get better as well, you know, I'm actually not going to change my strategy, actually. My strategy has been working, so I'm going to stick to it. I really have that mentality of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look at my grade. My grade is an S. No survivors. No survivors. And again, apologies if I'm a bit quieter in this live stream compared to other live streams. It's just I really take this game serious. I really get into it. I take Mastermind so serious. Why so serious? Because it's Mastermind. It gets so intense like towards the end, you know. I don't want to let any of those survivors escape. But what's interesting with these types of games is you'll actually find that every player is going to have a completely different strategy when they play Mastermind. Definitely. Some players now will try to like divide the survivors, like lock one survivor into a room, fill it with zombies. But do I look at that? I find a fault in that. I find a flaw in that, because if you're, in my opinion, wasting time doing that, then 3 other survivors could be getting the keys, could be opening the doors. Do you know what I mean? So what I do is I look at the objective. I look at the objective of the survivors and prevent them from achieving that objective. That's my strategy. And it's worked. I don't even think I've lost once. I think I've lost, yeah, I did lose once, I think. Yeah, I lost once. But I think I've had like 10 matches. So 10 wins and 1 loss. Damn. Like a 99% win ratio right there. 99.9% win ratio. I actually literally feel like a VIP because of the fact that I'm playing this closed beta, because I had a comment on my live stream, the one where I was talking about the fact that I got the beta code, and this guy said, I'd love if you had a beta code or something. I'd love one too. But I had to explain it to him. explaining to him that it's basically one code per person and it's only available to Resident Evil ambassadors. And John Wilson asked me about a code as well. So I really I feel like a VIP. But yeah, I mean, closed betas, man, they really are for VIP. Although you don't actually have to qualify to be a Resident Evil ambassador. You can literally just go onto the website. You can literally type in Resident Evil Ambassadors Program or just Resident Evil Ambassadors, and you can just sign up. It's that easy. It's free. You don't need to be playing Resident Evil for like 20 years and owned every single game in the series and completed all of them, you know, under 2 hours or some shit like that. You don't have to go through leaps and hurdles to become a Resident Evil ambassador. It's quite easy. And once you're, well, it's a bit late now, but if you were a Resident Evil ambassador, all you needed to do was to sign up to the closed beta, and they would have. Welcome back, John. I was just talking about the process of. It's still funny. You're probably thinking to yourself, he's still talking about it. I don't know. I was talking about the process of closed betas. But yeah, it was an easy enough process, really. I mean, I was already a Resident Evil ambassador, but even for anybody who wasn't a Resident Evil ambassador, all they needed to do was to sign up online for free. Very easy, and sign up to it, and they would have gotten an email from Capcom if they were accepted. But I suppose it is a little bit different to an open beta, because with an open beta you just get the code straight up. Like, usually with open betas you pre-order the game and you know you'd get that code. I was just watching random videos of the game. Anyway, you're gonna start the game. I wish I could, John. I wish I could. I have to wait for a match. You can see in the top right hand corner of the screen, waiting for a match. We're approaching 5 minutes. And the reason why it takes so long, John, is because this is a closed beta, and as a result of it being a closed beta, the number of players who are playing this game is very limited. So let's imagine that this game was a full release game and it was available to the entire public. There'd be a lot more people playing it, but because this is a beta and a closed beta, there's probably a few people actually playing, so that's why it takes so long. Oh, no, I see it. Yeah, it's hard to see it because it's so small in the top right hand corner of the screen. So yeah, this comes with the territory of closed betas. Also, the game has gotten a lot of hate online, and I think that's probably has something I don't even think people wanted to sign up to this beta. They were like, nah, give us Resident Evil 8, give us Resident Evil 3, and I hate that mentality. Like, yep, pretty much closed beta is kind of not that great. Yeah, it's not great for a few reasons. It's not great for the general public who just want to maybe try out this cool game. But again, I gotta say, it wasn't that hard to qualify for it. It really wasn't. I mean, the people who actually got to play the game months ago in a private Capcom event, that was pretty VIP. You know, you really had to qualify for that one. But I gotta say, it wasn't that hard. As I said, all you needed to do was to become a Resident Evil ambassador, which is completely free and easy. Sign up to the closed beta and Capcom would email you if you were accepted. But it isn't all that great when it comes to the fact that there's very little people playing as a result of it being a closed beta. So as you can see now, we're approaching 7 minutes, over 7 minutes now. We're still waiting for a match. We filmed 2 matches in this live stream, but the fact that we're approaching almost an hour into the live stream and we just got 2 matches says it all, really, doesn't it? It says it all. But I've really enjoyed the beta so far. God, my charger is just really annoying. I'm very bad for giving impressions. I don't know where to start. But I will say my first impressions are of a Resident Evil game that's completely miles apart from the mainline Resident Evil game. It's such a fresh experience. I am guessing you're going to be playing Mr. X. That is the most hardest lobby to get into, I heard. You mean Mastermind mode? That would explain it. Maybe a lot of people are playing that mode, and that's why it's hard to find. Yeah, it's Mastermind mode. So basically, I'll give you a rundown of what the game is, John. So Resident Evil Project Resistance is a 4v1 asymmetrical multiplayer game. Asymmetrical means when players can have two completely different experiences at the same time in the same game. So you can choose to be part of the survivors. So you are one of you are part of a team of up to 4 survivors. You work together to escape rooms that are full of zombies, zombie dogs, lickers, and Mr. X and deadly traps. And you have to work together to escape. Or you can choose to be, and by the way, that mode is completely third person. You're controlling your character in third person, you're shooting, you're pretty much moving around and playing like a Resident Evil 2 remake game. But if you choose to be a mastermind, you are the mastermind. So you are that guy who's controlling everything in those rooms. You're setting the traps, you're locking the doors, you're turning off the lights, you're releasing the zombies, the monsters, the lickers, Mr. X, and you can also control Mr. X, where this is probably where you got the Mr. X reference from. Everyone wants to be controlling Mr. X, so that's the only way you can control Mr. X is by being mastermind. So that's pretty much a rundown of what the game is. So yeah, once you choose mastermind, you can. I should point out how you use the like how you actually spawn the zombies and Mr. X. Basically, it's a card system. It's pretty cool card system. It's like a perk system. They all have what's that term they're using? A cooling effect. So you can only use them in certain time periods. You can't just keep on using them. So one of your cards is the Mr. X card. So once you spawn Mr. X, you can actually control Mr. X, which is just the best thing ever. And I presume that everybody who's playing this closed beta is thinking the same thing, and they're like, I gotta play Mastermind, I gotta play Mastermind. So yeah, that's probably why it's taken so long to find a match. I think I might do one final stream of Resident Evil Project Resistance tomorrow, and I think I'll just leave it at that, because it takes a lot of time to find a match online. So I'm very conscious of viewers, especially viewers who are watching the live stream when it gets uploaded onto YouTube. They may be watching the video thinking, oh my god, it's taking so long to find a game, you know. Oh, I like the Resident Evil games. I like the Resident Evil games, but continue. No, it was pretty much I was pretty much finished. Thanks for the rundown. No problem. Anytime. GreenHerb-Gaming, you know, is all about providing my viewers backstory behind the games as much as possible. No problem. You're very welcome. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. I'm gonna try to maybe just like refresh things, maybe just cancel this match and look for another match maybe. It's a pity you can't kind of completely go back to the main menu, like log back into PlayStation Network. Oh, you can actually. Okay. Quick match, Mastermind. So yeah, I'm just like planning ahead now with GreenHerb-Gaming going forward. So when it comes to Resident Evil Project Resistance, I think I'll just have one more live stream maybe tomorrow. The closed beta runs until the 7th of October, but it did say 12 a.m. so that's pretty much midnight on the 6th of October, I would presume, and that's American time as well. So yeah, it gives me a bit of time. So pretty much well into is that Monday night? Pretty much into Monday night I get to play it, but or Sunday night, whatever night it is. Yeah, tomorrow's live stream of Project Resistance will be my final live stream of Project Resistance, of course, until the final game gets released. The reason why is nobody needs to watch a live stream that's like an hour long and only have like the 30-40 minutes of gameplay in it. It's just unnecessary. So yeah, I don't think this stream is worth it deleting. I did a stream earlier this evening where it literally took me 20 minutes to to find the game, like at the beginning of the live stream. So what that meant was basically anybody who watched the live stream was just watching 20 minutes of nothingness. So I had no choice but to delete that live stream. I think this live stream is okay-ish. I don't think it took 20 minutes. I think it took like 5 minutes. So I had 2 games so far, so I won't delete it. I'm very conscious of these things, John. You know, I'm very conscious of the entertainment value of my content. Very conscious of how engaging my content is. I'm just very conscious of how my viewers react to my content. Not too much, not to the point where I'm self-conscious, but it's just a little bit conscious, you know. Of that. I mean, I wouldn't like to watch a video that's an hour long of just nothingness, you know. So, be conscious of that there. I think this is my 3rd live stream of this game today. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I think tomorrow will be I'll literally call it final stream. I won't call it final stream actually, because yeah, I'm just planning ahead now while I'm waiting for a match to be found. I'll probably just play it like on my own time. I probably won't stream it. Like I do want to get the most out of this closed beta. I'm pretty sure if I chose Survivor, I'd probably find the game much quicker. But I just prefer Mastermind. It's all about Mastermind for me. That's where it's at. I actually think that Project Resistance is hands down the best spin-off in the entire Resident Evil series. Better than Revelations, in my opinion. Better than the Survivor series, Dead Aim, The Mercenaries, Operation Raccoon City. All that was pretty good, because that gave you a completely different insight into the Raccoon City incident from the perspective of the Umbrella Corporation, to the extent where you could actually choose whether you actually wanted to kill Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield. That was really, as a Resident Evil fan, as somebody who grew up playing Resident Evil 2 and witnessed the events of the Raccoon City incident, to be able to have that level of control and choice of how you wanted to end things, it was just really cool. I enjoyed that game. But I had to say, Project Resistance, gameplay wise, the gameplay experience that you get by playing in Mastermind mode alone, it's just so different and so fun. And it just makes it a really good game. 5.5 minutes now. We're waiting. Just to put things into context, it's currently 10 to 2 a.m. in Ireland right now. Damn these late night streams. They're dead of me. Yeah, so as John pointed out there, a lot of people seem to be choosing Mastermind mode, which is no surprise. It is just the best mode in the entire game. I know there's going to be certain players who love the whole concept of team-based multiplayer games, you know, working together and all that kind of stuff, like the Ghost Recon crowd and all that. Are gonna just love the fact that they can play a Survivor, but Mastermind is just far better in my opinion. Like, it is all about strategy, but it doesn't have to be over strategic. You know, you don't have to make it too complicated. I mean, if you wanted to, you could, like, okay, I'm gonna fill every single room with zombies, and you know, but as long as you're concentrating on what the objectives of the survivors are and preventing them from achieving their objectives, as long as you're doing that, then you're on the winning strategy. That's all you have to do. Not that it's going to be easy, because I mean, you could have a team of fantastic players who just won't allow you to do what you're doing. As you saw there, in those two games, people were just hacking left, right, and centre, just hacking those cameras. I didn't realize it was so easy to hack those cameras. Did not realize that at all. I think I've only been hacked like once or twice up until this live stream. Then the hacking just went insane. Oh, here we go, match found. Here we go. Okay. I wouldn't even know what these presets even do, to be honest with you. Obviously, like, there's a lot of zombies here, so maybe that's what I'll go with. There's a desk keys. Yeah. There's 2 keys in each area. So this is weird. Let's go with this. Oh, that was just one area, wasn't it? Okay. I think you can choose like which. No, this is just. Oh no, these are just what he brings to the table. These aren't like. This isn't. I thought this was like some kind of a loadout thing. It's not though. This is just his abilities, basically. One of the things I'm hoping for in the final version of the game is the ability to play as classic villains from the series, like, you know, from the very top with Albert Wesker, you know, to characters maybe even like Lucas from Resident Evil 7. You know, just villains basically from the series. I just think it would work very well.
I have seen revolutions, slaughter, poverty, and riches.
Tough zombie here.
But today, I see something new. There is always a higher madness that can be found. If only we look. Let us look together, okay? Okay.
Let's see, can I actually detonate this? Boom, you didn't see that coming, did you?
I call this one the Poisoninator. They may produce a
Oh, they got through. Okay. Next up, we have this door. Hey, oh, they got through here already. Damn, they're on fire.
Oui, that could be a key.
Okay. So they're going through here, so maybe...
You know I have other cameras, oui? Is it a lock? Could be. If that were something you needed, do you think I would tell you? Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand me? Oui?
I just keep closing the door.
Oui, that could be a key.
Oh, shit.
I confess, I did not expect to be so successful so soon.
Damn it.
Fate has more cards to turn for you yet? Where?
Bear in mind, this is just one, like, this is one map, basically. There's going to be different maps with different types of objectives in the full version of the game, obviously. So.
Okay. I do not count the deaths anymore. But then, I never did.
Shit.
Poof, he died so easily. You should take his key card.
Damn it. I'm going to take that right away. Hopefully going to pay for it.
This is General Munchie. A fittingly brutal weapon for a brutal game.
Where are they? Oh, damn it.
This one I call the dripster, because bits are dripping off them. Sometimes it's easiest just to do things yourself. You understand me? Oui?
Got one more security device left. Team.
A single bullet like this will rarely kill you. Unless you're already weak. Do you feel strong today?
Oh, I can't see her.
You know we set this up to tease you, do you not? We never really expected you to get it.
Come on.
Would you like to explain how the fuck you have done this? Look at you all. You had no chance. Is this the virus we gave you? What is it doing to you?
Be so kind as to wait there.
Fast.
I have a present that will go straight to your heart.
Oh no. Bastards. They're not getting out.
Très bon. This day is more interesting than I expected. This is General Munchie.
X is waiting.
Excitement, entertainment, a high risk of dismemberment. Please say bonjour to our guest star, Mr. X.
Hello.
Are you okay? No, you are not. You know we set this up to tease you, do you not? We never really expected you to get it. I call this one the Poisoninator. The name could use some work. And my camera's working. You are running out of time, but it looks like you are barely even trying. Time is running out for you, my friends.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna call it a night. 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. This is great. This is just great. Fun and addictive, and I think any game that has a combination of those two great attributes makes for a really great game. Like, it's the kind of game where you just don't want to put the controller down. Yeah, we'll settle with an A. So far I've gotten an A and an S as thing as a Mastermind. Mastermind is definitely my cup of tea. Yeah, I just can't wait for the full version of the game. There's very little information about the full version of the game, though, as far as release date is concerned, as far as how they're going to market this game. Is it going to be a service game? You know, is it going to be like Fortnite? Is it going to be like completely free to play and use microtransactions to get more masterminds or to get skins, characters, survivors, stuff like that? Who knows? Because I don't know. But I don't know, this is at the end of the live stream because I'm really tired. It's really late. So that is the end of this live stream. This has been the beta of Resident Evil Project Resistance Mastermind gameplay. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you next time on GreenHerb-Gaming.